I am Dr. Noah Erickson of Innovative Family Wellness, and I want to talk about fatigue, specifically adrenal fatigue. You know, for years I've put it this way: are you tired, shaky, nervous, irritable, confused, exhausted, depressed, and crave carbs as the day goes on? I've often described you people as carboholics, and I get it. 20 years ago, I actually had this condition, so I can totally understand. Now, as a licensed chiropractic physician, a medical acupuncturist, and trained in functional medicine and nutrition, I approach this a whole different way. So this describes so many Americans, where you want to take that cat nap midday, right? It's 2 o'clock, you're at work, you can barely make it. You know, the kids are coming home from school in a few hours and you just feel exhausted. Many people suffer from this condition, adrenal fatigue syndrome. So you go to the doctor, right? You're checked for a blood count, blood sugar, you run cholesterol levels, maybe some other different parameters of health are checked, blood pressure, pulse, right? And everything is normal. But many people are not checked in this manner. For example, when diagnosing adrenal fatigue syndrome, I take a thorough history, a comprehensive patient examination, and I ask those important lifestyle questions. Are you tired, shaky, nervous, irritable, exhausted, confused, depressed? Do you crave carbs, sweets, nicotine, caffeine, and for some, alcohol? So what are these little glands? Well, adrenal, they sit atop your kidneys, okay? So that's where they are, and their functions are to keep your stress levels in check. So how many Americans seem to be running two different lives, right? We have mom and dad working so commonly anymore. You still have a household to run. You might have children to take care of. School events, sporting events, your list is jam-packed from Monday through Sunday. And yes, I said Monday through Sunday. So you don't have a time to rest these adrenal glands. Of course, we recommend methods of exercise, yoga, Pilates, relaxation techniques, prayer and meditation to help combat stress. But when the stress is prolonged, not just short term, your fight or flight mechanism kind of breaks down. So now you find yourself low energy. You find yourself grabbing foods that you know you shouldn't be eating. They're high in calories, refined sugars, and carbs. And I tell people, if you can't get enough of bread, or you can't get enough of sweets, cakes, donuts, pies, cookies, candy, ice cream, pasta, you're addicted to soda pop, you probably have adrenal fatigue. So at the office, I check some different parameters. I mentioned blood pressure before, and I'm going to revisit that. We check blood pressure in the lying down position, sitting up position, and standing up. And can you relate to this? Many people tell me when I go from lying to standing, I get lightheaded. It's that momentary few seconds where you go, whoa, my world is crashing. I see black, I have tunnel vision, and now I come to. And it just takes seconds. That could be a sign of adrenal fatigue syndrome. We also look at your pupils. When we shine light in the eyes, if they do not respond quick enough, that's another sign that I use clinically. What else do? I run, and this is so important, a salivary adrenal test, looking for hormones specific to your adrenal glands. And I'll tell you what, and I've said this over the years, one of the most important hormones that are released from the adrenal glands is called cortisol. And if you want to sabotage your plan to lose weight, and yes, I said that, if you want to sabotage your plan to lose weight, let that stress create adrenal fatigue and create high cortisol. High cortisol is responsible for the belly fat. High cortisol is often responsible for the inability to lose weight. So you may tell me, I exercise 6 days a week, 7 days a week. I watch everything that goes into my mouth. Maybe you're eating paleo. Maybe you're eating high vegetables, high protein, avoiding carbs, and the weight's not going anywhere. It could be because you have adrenal fatigue syndrome and nobody's ever checked your body in this way. So what we do at Innovative Family Wellness is functional medicine. We look for underlying root causes of the problem. Maybe your life is ridden with stress. Maybe you're deficient in B vitamins like pantothenic acid or vitamin C, which are two very important vitamins for your adrenal health. Perhaps you don't sleep well and you get yourself in this abnormal circadian rhythm where your sleep-wake cycle's off, and in that case, you don't produce enough of the sleep hormone called melatonin. So there's many factors that I test for in the office. There's many things I listen for too. So something different you'll find out at our practice is we listen to you. Again, those symptoms, I have to hear you, because so many times people tell me there's a voice inside. You'd call it God-given intuition, right? The Holy Spirit speaking and saying there's something wrong with me. Would somebody please listen? But on paper, you're perfect. In other words, general blood counts, right? You look perfect in the eyes of medicine. Perhaps you look great even, but you know inside you don't feel well. I honor that, respect that, and how? 20 years ago, as I said, I had this condition. So many people, as another trigger for adrenal fatigue syndrome, have underlying infections. I personally had something called candida. It's a yeast fungal infection that attacks the adrenal glands in many people. This rendered my body useless in terms of combating stress. So even going to the gym, I love to work out, right? I'm an athletic trainer, I'm into health, I eat right, I swim, like to ride my bike. All those sort of things would burn me out further. So logic would dictate if you want to rise and shine, you need sleep, the right balance of hormones, your immune system, you want proper nutrition. For me, exercise wiped me out. And many people can identify with that who have adrenal fatigue syndrome. So what I'd recommend doing, if anything I said here has sort of related or struck a chord with you, and you can understand where I'm coming from, having that inability to get out of bed with robust vigor and energy every morning, having those midday crises where all you can think about is carbohydrates and cookies and cakes and donuts. You're addicted. You might be a carboholic like I was. Well, you might have underlying adrenal fatigue. So as I said, conventional medicine, while they do a great job in so many things, often miss this diagnosis and don't implement these testing strategies. So I'd welcome you to come to the clinic, Innovative Family Wellness. Check us out online. That's innovativefamilywellness.com, and learn more about your health and more about these testing strategies. And something before I close that helped me and can help you with this is chiropractic and acupuncture. You know, this might sound crazy, but there's a chiropractic connection to adrenal fatigue. There's a vertebra in the mid part of your back that's hardwired and sends signals to the adrenal glands, and it could be out of position, needing chiropractic care to put it back in and restore proper gland function. Number two, acupuncture meridians travel through your back over top this area of your body, and if you have imbalances in acupuncture, energy meridians you might call them, or a little bit of static in the way your body works, we use medical acupuncture for this condition really well too. So once again, thanks for joining me, Dr. Noah Erickson of Innovative Family Wellness, and check us out online. That's innovativefamilywellness.com. Look forward to helping you achieve your health goals. Take care.